And Lyncas now with Humanoid. Might even go for a little bit more. Humanoid not showing. Flag and drag. Glacial pass. SkewMond flashes. Lyncas flash for the follow, but BrokenBlade's coming across here. And now Lyncas is not in the best of shapes. Gonna start burning to BrokenBlade, who goes into the overheat. Flamespit are doing so much work. The BB's down! SkewMond will take one in response. Naak Nako has the Between Worlds, has that ultimate, as you say.
Doesn't
and will
need
get
it.
himself a kill. 2 for 1 on the top side. That's a creep score difference at 10.5. 10.5 at 40 minutes.
No BB.
Fleshy's coming across, as you say. BB, no flash, no ult, and nowhere really to go. Fleshy puts down a Caretaker's Shrine, and BrokenBlade, having overextended the kill, will go over to the bar.
Carzzy will be the cross map here. Hansama and Labrov wastes no time to dive in.
Labrov does go down. 1 for 1 the exchange. Carzzy getting that kill, but Hansama will be able to cull the wave. And without Fleshy here right now, Carzzy, there's the Bolt Breaker. Cease and desist will follow up on it. Into the Wild Growth, into the Polymorph. Like, what's the man got to do? Labrov takes the kill, which G2, I mean, they'll be okay with. Would have preferred to give it to Hansama, but now Carzzy falling.
Now, the moment he has a little bit of breathing time, he wants to go put the ward to make himself even safer, and he just face checks a buy. As Naak Nako goes for something, and BrokenBlade flashes it, but Lyncas is here.
Equalizer down to try and clear out the wave. Lyncas, flag and drag, or just a straight cataclysm. They burn BB as they flash away from Lyncas, gets him out of the tower range, and Vitality get another on the top side. How does G2 on this drift held? 5,000 HP on it. BrokenBlade looking for the equalizer. Humanoid going to TP in. As G2 might need to step back now. Vault Breaker out from SkewMond. Between Worlds we go. Smite from Lyncas secures the rift held. Humanoid looking to get on the backline. Ring of Frost going down as well with the equalizer. BrokenBlade forced in the cataclysm. Humanoid in the middle of the entire enemy team though with the Frozen Tomb. A Tempered Fate is not going to buy you enough time, my dude. Humanoid will fall. Small lead for himself. 600 gold in that mid lane as the fight for Vitality again pushed back a little bit. SkewMond caught out. Look at Naak Nako here. It's fantastic angle. Naak Nako has a great flank looking for Hansama, and BrokenBlade dives in. SkewMond already down. Humanoid flashing forward as well as they look for Hansama, who flashes out himself. Flag and drag still finds the mark. Magical Journey in from Fleshy. Has to flash away himself. Hansama begins to turn it around. Hansama begins to turn it around. Hansama! The penta stolen! Right under his nose by BrokenBlade as Hansama stands and delivers.
Comeback BrokenBlade takes the pentakill from Hansama. You saw it looked so good when the combo connects and everyone takes the portal, but they go into the meat grinder. That is BrokenBlade and Hansama. We talked about him all game. He's so strong, he's so fed, he's so well nurtured, and he just puts on a show. That's team fights.
Just incredible stuff. There was so much weight on him, so many players trying to get on him.
And he talked a little bit about how he's helping Labrov kind of find that mindset, because Hansama always...
Tempered Fate landing on 2, they're going to TP behind it as Humanoid looks for the flank. This is a 4v5 in Vitality's favor. Glacial path forward, flash, Ring of Frost, Polymorph immediately, flag and drag for the follow-up. Between Worlds goes Naak Nako into the grave. Go Hansama and SkewMond. BrokenBlade too late on the TP. As once again, that bot lane inhibitor tier 2 mark, in my eyes, mostly an engaged merchant.
This is scary, watch out.
As Fleshy steps forward, flashes out Magical Journey, won't take him anywhere. Hansama gets the kill, Naak Nako having to rocket belt away as G2 laid the trap and find themselves a Bard.
Yeah. At least for Bard, it becomes really tricky because he can't really walk up there without dying.
Yeah,
so once again in danger here.
Q as well. Magical Journey out from Fleshy. That's the heal as well, but Hansama just melts him. Naak Nako trying to trade back in. Shieldbow procs. Hansama
I'm getting deja vu.
Can't see Naak Nako as he went across the veil, and because of that, Hansama was able to walk out.
You see always Labrov standing really far back as well, so they don't find an engage on him, and now it's going to be Caps.
Yeah. Caps caught out with the ace in the hole. Does still have the Spirit Rush. Cataclysm will get the ultimate out, and that's all Lyncas was really looking for. TP behind by Humanoid. Flash away from Caps, dodges the Tempered Fate, and still has a Spirit Rush. And meanwhile, the rest of the team are just pushing through mid. They got waves to play with. It's all on Carzzy to try and defend for now. G2 will walk away. Don't want to overextend. You talked about the safety that they have been playing with. They're all going to recall on this side of the wall. Humanoid goes in for Fleshy. There's the SkewMond goes in for Fleshy. There's the equalizer follow-up.
He's fine.
Being used. Fleshy able to survive. SkewMond wild growth on him as Carzzy needs another auto. Finds it. SkewMond goes down. Between worlds goes Naak Nako, they're chasing too deep. Humanoid look for it, dodges the charm out of Caps.
The base now, they're making a call to defend the base, and it's gonna be G2 taking the barrier and then engaging here.
Flag and drag onto Labrov and Hunsama still has the GA. Humanoid forced away, Equalizer coming down on him. Frozen 2 Muse to dodge the bolt breaker, but the rest of his team not really here to help him out. Temper Fate on SkewMond, is that enough? SkewMond dashes away, between worlds goes Naak Nako, and Carzzy kills off the enemy jungler. Naak Nako still chasing, Hunsama able to walk away, and G2 will retreat with 4 still alive. Caps could look for a charm across the wall here. Hunsama does have that GA. Drake down to 6,000. BrokenBlade trying to step forward now. Overheats. Humanoid going in with the rocket grab. Rocket belt as well. Hunsama stepping forward. Huge shield on him. Drake secured. Ocean Soul. Naak Nako going in. Cataclysm on the BrokenBlade. Flag and drag knocks up all 4. Hunsama flashes away and dashes away and somehow survives. BrokenBlade taken low, will be taken out. The ace in the hole blocked by Caps. Vitality find a couple more, but Hunsama, Caps, and SkewMond are now still standing. G2 walking towards the bottom side. Lyncas going in. Fleshy, magical journey straight towards Caps, who's forced to spirit rush away. Lyncas in the back of the pit, flashes away from SkewMond. Tempered Fate to delay the dragon right now. Naak Nako with a stopwatch. Equalizer on the back line as well. Cataclysm in. Lyncas looking forward. Between worlds we go. The smite from SkewMond finds his mark, but can G2 fight through it? They've already lost 2. BrokenBlade, Labrov, and Caps need to get the hell out of here, and will manage to do so. Vitality still on the chase. Lyncas flag and drag. Smite on Caps for the slow. Fleshy flashes, cosmic binding, flashed away from Caps. The Elder in G2's hand, but Vitality still have 5 men alive.
And the game keeps on going, Medic. The game does not end just because Elder dies. It is Vitality that wins the fight, despite that SkewMond wins the 50-50 smite fight. And now they're 5 versus 3, pushing on to this Nexus, or at least the inhibitor here. They're trying to get something out of this.
The question is, do Vitality stick or twist? Do they go for the full Nexus push? Still 25 seconds on Hans and SkewMond. SkewMond spotted.
SkewMond going for a Sven flank here, potentially.
Fleshy dodging away.
Hello.
Charm, they spot SkewMond. He tries to dash away. Will Vitality go further? Cease and desist immediately onto Naak Nako. Temper Fate to try and stop him. TP coming in from BrokenBlade as well. Between worlds goes Naak Nako. SkewMond down first. The Ring of Frost from Humanoid! He's out of this world. A double now for Carzzy. Hunsama though. Still on touch on the back line. Carzzy trying to step forward. Needs another auto. Don't get him. BrokenBlade falls 2. Say it once, say it twice. Humanoid wins the fight for Vitality.
It's a quadra kill for Carzzy, and they're trying to push down, but look, Caps already got the wave. Medic, I do not think they can end this game. I think this game will keep on going. Look where their wave is. They're gonna try to push with this one, but maybe Caps can hold it. He doesn't have the spirit rush, but it's the Fleshy going for Caps.
Blast cone needs a blast cone. Gets
random ins.
Fleshy's still chasing him. Fleshy will get the ace. Well, you've got 30 seconds on SkewMond, 30 on Labrov. You have to feel it's over. Vitality in 52 minutes have fought back against G2. A game that looked done and dusted when Hunsama had a 5k lead in the bot side. Vitality unrelenting, unwilling to give it up. Will take down the final win, will take the Nexus Towers, and will go 1-0 up in this series. Naak Nako now needs to make sure that he farms up all of these minions underneath his tower. Should be able to do that relatively successfully. BB is going for the reset as Fleshy's going for the engage onto Hunsama. Has the cleanse, has the flash, but with Lyncas here, no way out. The spear lands. Labrov, the new target, tries to flash away and will manage to escape.
Oh, this is really bad news for G2. Hunsama dying like this early in this winning matchup.
You can see Labrov actually moving out of the bottom lane to try and get a little bit of vision around the dragon. SkewMond halfway to level 6. Hex flash over. We talked about the move from Fleshy.
Oh,
BrokenBlade has the flash, but how is he going to get out? Naak Nako about to go mega, nars him into the wall. Would have been a solo kill, but Fleshy's E gets him the assist.
Despite Lyncas finding the early gank, SkewMond is now almost a full level ahead, but here we see Fleshy defending his Raptors.
Mega Inferno Bomb going down onto Labrov as well. Naak Nako moving towards Caps, looking for the chase. Caps jumps back in with the distort and with the chains, and then dashes away with another distort. Caps manages to escape. Naak Nako using the jump onto the clone, building up the Mega Gnar bar, but with BrokenBlade here to defend, G2 able to get their mid laner out of dodge after he gets the kill. Naak Nako defended with a shadowing strike. And Vitality, although they collapse, weren't able to find anything. No cleanse available here for Hansama. Does land the arrow satchel forward from Carzzy. Hans taken out. The Grand Starfall leads to Hansama's death as Vitality find their third.
He doesn't even have an item lead right now. He's playing like this. He has plated steel caps versus Vamp Scepter and Berserkers, and he's just playing so aggressive.
Flash forward from Fleshy as he looks for the Magnet Storm. They'll get onto Labrov, who flashes away. Mega Inferno Bomb's going to catch onto the Seraphine, and she goes bye-bye. SkewMond though with the Crescent Guard and Lyncas not really able to get to the support of his team, means that he'll go down in a 1-for-1 exchange on the bot side. As soon as Caps shows on the mid-wave. So Caps went into fog, and that's why Naak Nako backed away. Arrow. Look at the arrow, look at the arrow, look at the arrow. Humanoid pings it. Okay, that's, I
think it was aiming for Humanoid, actually.
Could have been aiming for Naak Nako backing in the bush. SkewMond's going to go in. Last
why
breath
did
again.
he base? He's been staying here for so long, Aaron. I don't know why he's just staying around looking for death, but will end up going down. A good punish by G2, making sure no inch will go unpunished.
Flash forward, Wind becomes lightning, and Lyncas becomes Caps food. Caps, when he has a lead like this, is so often unstoppable. 1.2k ahead now. He just stayed around too long, man. He had the TP the whole time, dies, loses 3 plates on his tower as well, and all the pressure that he had, and all the sidesteps in the world can't really negate that. BrokenBlade dodging away, Grand Starfall coming in from Lyncas as well, puts the control wall down. BB looking for the outplay, stun from the shield vault into the lockup, knock-up. There's the arrow.
Corrected. He cannot play this.
A last breath could have been the last for Lyncas as Caps jumps onto Humanoid again, waits for the minions to clear, then lands the chains. Fleshy has to wait for Caps to dash back before looking for a shadowing strike.
What's the deal with our top laners, man? Why can't they just play normal? Why did it? Oh my god!
Oh, just Caps things, baby. The only reason Lyncas is ahead in gold is the fact he's picked up 4 of his team's 5 kills.
It's absolutely correct. I mean, this game will be getting really tricky for Vitality if they cannot stabilize, because these team fights will be tricky.
Magnet Storm in as they look for Hansama. Carzzy there with the damage as well. Labrov the first to fall. Crescent Guard out from SkewMond, and Vitality will happily just accept the 1 kill for now. Fleshy looking to chase forward. Arrow used on him for the stun.
Because the only way Vitality wins a fight is if they go on the Ash Seraphine. I was holding my breath there as Caps went in.
Onto Caps. Dodging away as G2 will start up the Drake. Magnet Storm in. Caps going to distort away. There's the Encore as well. And look, man, I'm sorry. You went a little bit too deep there. He's trying to find a
too
play.
Shallow. It wasn't really, didn't really get in there at all, to be fair. I think maybe he...
Going to be in that mini for quite a while. Does have the health shield. Baron spotted out with a far side alteration. Vitality trying to step forward. Chains coming out. Humanoid knows that Caps is in that bush. Baron still being done. 4,000 on it as Naak Nako begins to build up the Mega Narbar. Grand Starfall. They look for BB. Fleshy goes in with the Magnet Storm, but doesn't really catch on to anyone. Lyncas being kept at bay by SkewMond, who lands the smite and secures the Baron. Lyncas taken down by SkewMond. Embers dividing by Humanoid. But G2 are still so healthy. It's all on Carzzy and Naak Nako, who finally has the Mega Nar built up, but no one to use it on. G2 find 3 in the fight and secure the Baron. Needs a way to build up that bar again, but he'll be out of rage for a while. As Caps jumps onto Carzzy, satchel charge from Carzzy, well placed. Caps goes back in, lands the chains. Caps going deep, almost kills Carzzy, but doesn't do it. Caps is down, the Drake down to 3,000 as well. Lyncas nowhere near in the area to secure this. Caps sacrifices himself. Naak Nako, the only player in the game higher level than Caps right now at 18. G2 have pulled off, the arrow lands, there's the Encore follow-up. Fleshy pulled back, the Sun Disc down as well as Lyncas falls low and is taken out by Caps. The Vitality jungler now down. Naak Nako looking for the Mega Nar. Fleshy could go in with a Flash Magnet Storm as well, but G2 not really giving them the option to engage. But Vitality are walking into darkness. Naak Nako doesn't know if there's someone waiting on the other side of that wall. And it's Caps again. The dash across from Naak Nako. But pop goes the Nar. Humanoid tries to get in, but Caps dodges away. The Encore. Humanoid pops the stopwatch, but pops immediately afterwards. G2 don't even need the Elder to finish this one off.
And then G2 look angry after game 1. They're like, okay, we should have won that game. Now we're going to finish it out cleanly. We're going to play in their vision pockets and just attack them before they get a chance to contest the objective. Yasuo is in the base, Ash Seraphine is in the base, pushing towards those Nexus towers. Pantheon, you can try to ult out, but you're only gonna come home to a broken Nexus, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Carzzy has to try and defend, has that Mega Inferno Bomb, but with Baroned up minions and a Wind Wall in his way, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow finds Carzzy, and G2 will even out the series at 1-1. An impressive performance from their main man in the mid lane, Caps. carrying the team once again as G2 step up and take us to 1-1. He's mystic-shotting a couple of minions here or there, and that's about it.
I mean, Ezreal is basically strong to push if he can threaten the all-in, but if he cannot get the all-in here, as
good damage,
a really good trick.
BrokenBlade needs a couple more autos. Is he holding the flash? Flash forward from Naak Nako, flash away from BB. Dash stab! Naak Nako with a solo bolo.
And what did Odo say? Who's winning this matchup early game? I think Odo pretty much said that Sion is winning into Aatrox. Well, I mean, it's just bread and butter. Like, this is just how the combo works. Like, when BrokenBlade walks up there and then misses the Q.
Oh, Naak Nako gets some damage on the BrokenBlade, needs another tower shot, not gonna get it. SkewMond with the undertow will find the kill.
And we found out.
Yeah,
we found out that they did in fact not base and spend his gold.
Emilio also giving you about 150 HP back alongside getting rid of some of those CC effects. As you say, Naak Nako pops the world ender, and I think SkewMond's happy enough just to back away, takes that ultimate, and then retreats out of the fight. You thought they were going to go for more there, didn't you? As the scat of the week's going to land on the Caps. Unleash power! Humanoid finds it, takes the nap afterwards. Sweet dreams for Humanoid. Naak Nako is about to realize he's in a 1v2. Flashes away from the sleepy trouble bubble. Now needs to get out from the paddle stars as well. SkewMond getting caught out. Good bubble, but he goes in with the Ragnarok and trades back onto Lyncas. The protoplasm harness alongside that maximum dosage, healing Lyncas up enough. Meanwhile, on the top side, Naak Nako was able to escape. Labrov dies to Humanoid. The torch enough to burn through the Milio.
Wow. Look how tanky the Mundo was there. With the protoplasm harness, the W and the ult, he just walked out of there scot-free.
Lyncas here, dodging to the side of the undertow, coming out of SkewMond. Good damage onto Labrov. There's the culling as well with an acroprism onto BrokenBlade. He's down to about a third HP. SkewMond now having to retreat. Sleepy Trouble Bob is going to land onto the Mundo. Naak Nako trying to get in the way. Ragnarok forward by SkewMond, but he's just down, and now the chase continues. BrokenBlade's on the back line, and the rest of G2 don't have the tank in front of them. Hansama uses the barrier. TP coming in. There's a Baron and a Soul for Vitality. Caps taken out by the True Shot barrage. Carzzy finds his man.
Say what you want about Carzzy, but when he gets Ezreal, he always delivers. It's a fantastic pick coming out. That might just be the Baron, or it might just be something mid there. Look at Naak Nako is going up.
Hunt still has the flash, and Naak Nako! Flash, Darkin Blade follows it up on Labrov. He'll keep chasing and then decide against it. Doesn't want to get kicked back. Baron has to be the option now for Vitality as BB is just pushing out the bottom side. It was always a team that relied so much on individual skill alongside good macro. Tidal wave coming out as Humanoid is called out, gets the scat of the week back, and Hansama almost dies. Meanwhile on the backline, Carzzy's getting chased out by SkewMond. SkewMond trying to flash but can't kill off Carzzy, and now Lyncas turns it around. Caps rocket belting out of the clutches of this Mundo. Another scat of the week hitting onto BrokenBlade. They've lost their jungler once again. A long-range Sleepy Trouble Bubble not going to be followed up by a paddle star. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Naak Nako continues to knock on that inhibitor tower. Vitality pushing through two waves and no real answer coming out from G2.
I mean, their mojo just all over the place right now as they're pushing in inhibitors here. Like, look at the damage, look at the poke, look at the range. It's the Syndra and Ezreal combo. Wherever they walk up, they just outrange all of G2. The Lucian cannot dash in against this champion. BB TP is on the tower just to get the shield for a semblance of being able to hold their base right now. But Naak Nako and Vitality are pushing on their door.
Naak Nako is 5 levels up above Hansama. Has to retreat for now as the first tower does fall. Carzzy and Humanoid is still very healthy as well. Hansama dodging to the side of the Infernal chains, but all he's doing is putting a tickle into the back of Naak Nako. BrokenBlade now on the front line. G2 have 5 members strong, but they just can't defend. The Nexus is open and the minions are doing all the work. It's a barrage of cannon minions, and the artillery will take out the Nexus. Vitality 2-1.
And Lyncas just says push, push, push the Nexus, and he goes in and takes it for his team.